Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So this is just a very short one tonight, just a little one to see. If you haven't used the angel cards for a little while, we've got the ink and tattoo tarot and also the sacred feminine oracle as well. So I just wanted to get into an energy of whoever's here. If this resonates with you, then please do stick around. We've also got the runes as well. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more of these videos, because I do really enjoy doing them. And it'd be great if they pop up for you at the time when you need them most. So I'm going to first of all pick 3 runes, and then we're going to have a look at your oracle cards. So what 3 runes do we have for you today? Let me see. First of all, I'm going to pick all 3 and then I'll talk about them as a collective. I was Gebo. That's the second time that one's come out today. And Bacano. That's also the second time that one's come out today. So there's obviously a reason for that. There's a reason for everything in my world. Okay, so there is a bit of a cycle that has ended here. And a new beginning for you, which brings more balance and actually allows you to access your heart on a deeper level. And Bacano kind of represents that new beginning, like the birthing of an idea is what I'm getting from this. So it's almost like you had to shed a skin. You had to go through an initiation process, if you like. There was something that you had to experience to really feel in your heart. And it may have given you an experience that kind of felt like grief, potentially, that you've been going through at this time. But it's actually bringing you to a new beginning. It's bringing you to not just a new beginning in an external sense, but also a new beginning within you, feeling a newness within yourself. So feeling different within yourself on a deeper level. So I'm going to pick a angel card now. Give us some information on what this is talking about. What are your angels, guides, whatever you want to call them? What are they telling you about right now at this time? I also want to just take this time to say thank you for your support of my channel. I absolutely love this channel. I love doing the work on here. And I love when people tell me that they're listening to my channel. It makes me feel really proud to have you guys here. So please do, leave comments or like things. Share the video if you feel called to as well, if you feel like it would resonate with somebody else. Ooh, I'm going to take that one off the bottom as well. Because it really helps me. I really enjoy doing this. So I hope that you enjoy the videos as well, which some of you do tell me that you do. Anyway, back to the reading. We have here Mother, Father, God. So like I said, there's been an ending to a particular way of life for you, and you're stepping into a more heartfelt existence. So this is connecting to divine spirit, if you like. You are perhaps seeing signs and synchronicities that are kind of making you question things and think, actually, perhaps there is more to this life than I first thought or realised. You are seeing connections and having feelings in ways that you haven't really experienced before. So something has opened your eyes up to the fact that, there is something more to this world that you are starting to believe now. I'm going to just have a look on here. So Mother, Father, God, because this one doesn't come out that often, if I'm honest. Yeah, you're connected to the power of creation at this time. Your spiritual parent is enveloping you in their incredible love and filling you with divine energy and inspiration to help you move forward. So the experience that you've been through, this initiation period, it's kind of pushed you closer to perhaps speaking to God or Goddess, trying to gain a deeper understanding of why you're going through what you're going through. So this card is one of healing and wholeness. Whatever stories you may have heard about God being judgmental must be washed away. Couldn't say that then, I sound like Sean Connery. Divine energy could never hold a grudge against you, for you are an extension of its love. The power and presence of the Creator are not only with you, but within you. If you've ever felt that you aren't good enough, or that you're being judged, or that you haven't been the best you can be, know that you are forgiven. Angels are with you today to help create a healing wave between you and your divine parent. This card also brings the possibility of parental healing. If you would like to clear up difficult energies between you and your parents or ancestry, know that the angels are ready to help. They're guiding you to see the world through the eyes of Mother, Father, God, and to remember that love can heal everything. The feeling I'm getting from your runes especially is about that. You're learning to find your own way, regardless of where you came from, or what your life was like before, or what your family's like, or what culture you have, that kind of thing, or what religion was in that life. This is about you now and what resonates with you and what feels right for you. And that may be different to what you've known before, but you are feeling this call towards it. And it's quite a spiritual path that you are heading along on now. But this one was on the bottom of the pack. And this is romance and connection. So I felt called to draw this one, especially since we've got Gebo and Bacano here in your reading. This is actually nurturing a connection. It's nurturing love. And as you are kind of opening up through your heart center, I do feel somebody here is allowing themselves to be nurtured a little bit more, to actually really start to feel like, actually, I like this feeling. I like feeling this way. So I'm going to just have a little read of that one as well. So there it is. It's like Jack and Ori, this, isn't it? Angels of romance are swirling around your life at this time, ushering in positive, uplifting and heartfelt experiences to remind you that love is real. Allowing yourself to be romanced, to receive and experience a true connection is important at this time. It's likely that your heart space is opening up and any barriers or shields that have been in place are falling away. If you find yourself scared or uptight about romance, know that this is not only a sign that you would like to experience it, but also that it is something that your energy system really needs. Your angels are guiding you to begin seeing yourself as loving and deserving of love. Know that you have so much goodness and light to offer others in the world. You are also being encouraged to know that the world wants to see you, to know you, and to understand your heart. All of this is only possible with your permission. Why not give it now? So with these two coming out together, this is kind of suggesting this is something that maybe you don't realise you need, but you are starting to realise you do need it and you do want it. And the experience you've been through here has kind of shown you that. It's opened you up to this. And your intuition, or, you know, the divine has kind of made you more aware. Your intuition has picked up on this feeling, this thought that's going on in there. So I'm going to pick a sacred feminine card now. And I always say this, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, these will still resonate with you. Unappreciated. And we've got number 8 on the top there. Now 8 is the number of strength in tarot. So that's a time of like healing, being brave, being courageous. So there's a feeling here of maybe in the past, in other connections or romantically, you haven't felt appreciated. You've been burnt before. You felt like your love was never good enough. Maybe somebody's told you that, or you've just felt that for yourself. Sometimes we have seeds planted in our heads in relationships or from things that have happened through your life. And that seed kind of develops as a belief about yourself. And if you've got that belief about yourself, we kind of then go into this self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? So it's sort of getting you to start to believe like, well, is this all I'm worth? I'm not worth anything more. So when you find something that actually, you know, opens up your heart and makes you feel like I'm ready for a new beginning here, you might second guess that feeling because you've been told in the past that you're not worthy, or you don't give enough, or you don't do enough. So you have in the past felt this unappreciated energy. But maybe that's changing now for you. Maybe you are starting to understand, I am worthy of a healthy love. And a lot of this is to do with, well, actually, how much do you appreciate yourself? Because this is part of your initiation, is how much have you learned about yourself and bringing that love to yourself. This was in a reading I did earlier about love and compassion for self. It was the moon card that came out as an advice. And it was kind of like, you know, we can't give from an empty cup. We have to give to ourselves first before we can give to another, and aligning yourself with that. So let's see what the tarot has for you then. So let's have a look. Give us what we've got for I Was on here. What is I Was all about? Oh, okay. I actually thought that was the Three of Swords then, but it's the Two of Swords. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we've got I Was as kind of like being about somebody having to perhaps be at a bit of a crossroads, making a choice, making a decision. But you felt sort of like stuck in it, or blindly going along into a decision. I'm getting an energy of that was quite painful, a painful decision to make. That's kind of left this, I'm getting that Seal song stuck in my head, Kiss from a Rose on a Grave. Now, I don't really know what that song's about. I remember it from years ago, but it's Kiss from a Rose on a Grave. The more of you I get, the stranger it feels. Yeah. So maybe that was something that you had to leave behind, or you felt at a crossroads and you didn't know which way to go, and you kind of took what you needed at the time, but actually there was a reason for it. So I was on here with your Queen of Cups in reverse. It's kind of showing suppressed emotion, somebody that's really like holding back the emotion of this. Like, I do feel an energy of somebody having to pull back. You're in the middle of a crossroads and you had to pull back. Okay. Sorry, I keep getting messages come up on my phone, so it's sort of like affecting my energy a little bit there. Sorry about that if I went a little bit strange. So yeah, there's that decision that needed to be made, it feels like. That kiss from a rose is something perhaps that was tempting but feels like it wasn't right. And a need to hold back your emotions from it. So that's kind of been the initiation that you've been through, is working around that. Something made you kind of pull back a little bit on there. So what's Gebo doing here? Why have we got Gebo? What is Gebo talking about now? So why have we got Gebo? Eight of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. So again, this is somebody that's kind of like holding back, unsure, feeling like, you know, there's restraint or constriction. And again, I feel that that could be emotionally. So you've kind of come from a place of feeling there is restraint or restriction, and a want, like there is a desire to step forward. But that's interesting. We've got two cards on there, which normally these tarot cards, they've got a blindfolded person that's surrounded by swords, or the Two of Swords is there holding the swords like this. So there's a real energy of like keeping things back, not letting anybody in. The Eight of Swords especially is kind of like, you know, if you wanted to, you could get out of those swords, but you're choosing to stay within them. So it's kind of like holding yourself back. So Gebo is there to try and get the balance right, try and find some balance within it. So let's clarify that Eight of Swords then. Come on, give us some little bit more on here. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Okay. I just saw the Knight of Cups on there as well. So it's kind of like, I do feel Gebo is kind of suggesting about trying to get a balance between not looking too keen and at the same time being keen in terms of love. I feel there's a lot of that today. King of Swords in the reverse position. So there is an element here of somebody getting a little bit impatient. Maybe it's impatient with yourself. There's a communication of some form that you want to, you know, maybe you're not thinking logically at the moment. Maybe you're feeling a little bit like you're not able to cut through the illusion of what you want to see, of where you want things to be. It's kind of holding you back a little bit. It's interesting because I was expecting with Gebo there for this to be showing signs of something a bit more softer. Whereas it's a little bit, it's all swords so far. And swords, this is kind of like the challenge with this suit is clarity. It's about getting clarity, being clear on how you feel, what you're thinking. Mostly thinking, it's mostly thought-based and mentality. So it's almost like there is this heart opening going on, but then a real like, oh, what's that? Oh, better close this off, better hide it. And it's kind of, there's an impatient energy of sort of like, but I actually want to sort of release this. I want to let this out kind of thing. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. And we've got the 8 of Cups on the bottom of here. So this is kind of like, you know, you need to maybe leave that behind. It's almost like, you know, you've got to leave that now and move towards something that feels more loving, more allowing that emotion to flow. Because of the energy of feeling unappreciated in the past, potentially, you've kind of closed your heart off. I do feel you might be the same collective as what was here earlier. So it's kind of like allowing yourself to open up to thought of love. Let's get what is coming next then for you on here. What is the next thing? Yeah, I saw this before. So, okay, so this is showing, you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse there that was showing the energy from I was. And now the energy has changed to, when we said what's the outcome here, is the King of Cups the right way up. So this is allowing a balance between love and support, especially emotional intelligence as well, and emotional fulfillment. So it's taking a while, I feel, for somebody to, and I'd say perhaps over the past couple of months, this has taken its time. You've needed to sort of find your strength a lot, but now you are in a place of allowing and opening up to your heart center, opening up to how you feel emotionally. So we're going to start to see more water energy coming through on here now, I feel. Got the 8 of Wands as well. So this is kind of like somebody getting a conclusion. You've made perhaps a decision or something to open your heart here. And it brings with it, it's a good choice. It's good news coming through. But there is definitely something about someone's made up their mind, made a decision about this. So what about Bacano? What is this energy bringing us on here? Temperance came out on there. So it's kind of like very slow energy. Slow it down, you know, understand the purpose behind what you've been through and allowing. This is kind of like, yeah, allowing an energy of sort of like things need to just be slow and steady. I do see somebody pouring a glass of wine here as well. I don't know if you've been drinking a lot of wine lately or somebody around you has been drinking a lot of wine. So do we have any final words on this? So to do with Bacano as well. What do we have for you? What else do we have for the viewer tonight? Okay, I'm going to pick the card because we could be here a long time. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there is, Bacano is talking about, you know, have patience, have faith, There is a purpose to what you've been through or what you're going through or how you're feeling. Because there is still that element of conflict there, especially with that unappreciated card coming through, of sort of like, it's almost like a battle between the head and the heart. What I'm feeling is like your head's telling you one thing, like, well, we always get hurt, blah, blah, blah. But your heart is starting to feel opening. And this like King of Cups energy is coming through. So it's almost like you've got this. I'll show you. The King of Swords is in the reverse position and the King of Cups is in the upright position. So this is like the two kings within you. And this could be whether you're male or female. It doesn't have to be masculine. So it's like, you know, the one is perhaps being a bit negative about things and the other one is trying to be positive about things. So that kind of resonates with that Two of Swords over there. And I feel like this has been going on for some time. Like I say, possibly over the past couple of months, if not longer. So this is a new venture that you are heading into. It's like a new beginning. And it's kind of like that rose is there again. So perhaps roses are symbolic to you in this connection. Maybe you've been brought roses or somebody's buying you roses. Or it's an anniversary or somebody's birthday or something that is significant on here. Feathers might be significant as well. And a snake. Snakes might be significant. Again, that snake is making me think, so this is like that shedding of the skin. So shedding that old skin may be painful, may take time. I'm in the process of getting a snake myself, literally. And I was talking to somebody the other day about when snakes shed their skin, and sometimes they need a little bit of help to shed the skin. And what I was told is sort of like, you know, just put them into some warm water and just encourage it, just to allow it a little bit. So I'm getting from this a need for you to nurture yourself, like Bacano is there. You might need some encouragement to just get rid of those last sheddings of the skin, you know, those last elements of doubt, of fear, of holding back. You know, all that impatient energy of sort of like, you know, it's going to need a softer energy to it. And this is the thing, is like, I think you need softening up a little bit on this to get that Ace of Pentacles kind of energy. But this is, you know, potentially something being offered to you, okay? So if there was a fear around like that unappreciated energy, I don't feel you are going to be unappreciated anymore or for much longer. Okay, this is an energy of actually starting to feel more appreciated, and you're going to receive a gift or gifts that are going to help you to understand that. Now, Gebo has a side to it that's sort of like, it can be a blessing or a curse. So it's kind of like for every gift, there is a price, and it's knowing what that price is, sort of thing. And it's trying to get a balance with that, almost like, you know, somebody gets you something, you're like, oh man, I've got to get them something now. That kind of energy. So it's like you want to step into something that you know you can have a balance with and that you want a balance with. So that's the energy that I'm getting from there. I'm going to get an overall card now as a send off for you. So what is the overall advice here? Overall advice for the viewer. Well, we've got the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the World. Okay. So I'm going to take all of those. So there's something here about stability. There's possibly a fear of not having enough, though. I feel it's almost like, you know, that you can work together with somebody and bring celebration, have some fun, enjoyment. You know, there is a time to celebrate, and you have completed a cycle. You have come full circle almost. but you have awakened and learnt, and this is about revealing things. And this is, I think, revealing who you are now and the power that you want to stand in. But that Knight of Coins in reverse is kind of like suggesting, you know, if this opportunity is arising towards you, then it's a time to maybe commit to it. But there is an energy here that's suggesting about a fear of committing to it. And this came out earlier in the reading as well. So you may need to do some work around, like, what is that fear? Why is that there? Because everything else is kind of pointing towards it being good for you, being something exciting and happy. You are blessed. You are very blessed, and you can be very stubborn, I feel, but at the same time you do have a lot of passion as well. So use that to your advantage, and just know, you know, anything is changeable, anything is workable. Nothing ever stays the same, nothing ever stays still. Look at that snake again. We were talking about it shedding its skin. You know, it does that several times. It doesn't just do it once and that's it. You have the ability to move and change in your life as you want to. But the more you hold on and don't open up with the heart center, it's going to be difficult to have these experiences and to level up in the way that it feels like you are being guided to, you know, because you want to feel appreciated. You want to feel strong in yourself, and in a positive way, not hard, but strong. Yeah. And allowing yourself to soften into something that actually is quite purposeful. And yeah, feels very fortunate, very blessed and happy as well. So if that resonated with you and you would like to look into that deeper, please do get in touch for a personalised reading. I also offer 1 to 2 question readings as well, which are at a cheaper rate. So my details are in the description box. So please do get in touch if you would like more. Have a blessed evening.